Guys have been cracking me up with the comments. All right, so we're just gonna get straight into it. 8 p.m. Central Time. We go live. What's up, official Jacob? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, Estrada? So, look, you guys know I go live at 8 p.m. Central Time every single day. So, what's your question? You better hurry up and get in. I go live at 8 p.m. Central Time every single day. So there is no waiting for everybody to come in here. We're just gonna, does anyone know how to update? We're just gonna get straight to it. So today, the $2,000 stimulus check passed in the House of Representatives. Okay, so it passed in the House of Representatives. So here are kind of the steps. It goes to the House of Representatives, and then it goes to the Senate. Okay, so the next step is that the next step is to get the $2,000 stimulus check passed in the Senate. The Senate is expected to vote tomorrow. In order for the $2,000 stimulus check to pass in the Senate, there has to be a unanimous consent. Okay, a unanimous consent means not one person can say no. The Senate voting on the $2,000 stimulus check will not hold up your $600 stimulus check. The $600 stimulus check is locked in. It's locked in. It's good to go. And it goes as this. It is $600 per adult and $600 per dependent age 17 and younger. Treasury is sending out this $600 stimulus check in waves. So when I say waves, it's not $600 at a time. It's just not. They don't have the ability to direct deposit everyone's bank account at once. So it's going to go out on the wave. So it's going to be like wave one, wave two, kind of like in groups or kind of like in batches. I'm not sure how they determine how this goes out, but that's how it's kind of figured out. The first wave will be sent out this week. This was according to the Treasury Secretary, Steven Mnuchin, a while back. He said, hey, this is when they're going to go out. They're expected, all $600 stimulus checks will arrive by January 15th, okay? So, guys, if you're just joining, hi, welcome. My name is Duke. I go by Duke Loves Taxes on all social media platforms. The House passed the $2,000 stimulus check, okay? So today the House passed the $2,000 stimulus check. The next step is, the $2,000 stimulus check to pass in the Senate. Now, here's what's going to happen, right? So it has to be a unanimous consent. That means not one person can say no. Thanks for the gifts. Here's what happens if one person says no. Okay, so it gets shot down. So there'll probably be some headlines and it gets shot down, but they can bring it up for another vote. Or it's going to be a 2/3 vote. So all hope is not lost if if the Senate does shoot it down tomorrow. All hope is not lost. It is still possible that it could come back up. Like for example, I had posted a video a while back when I said the $2,000 stimulus check was rejected. So this same situation, I really want to get my whiteboard. This same situation happened in the House of Representatives, okay? So the House of Representatives, they first voted on the $2,000 stimulus check. First, it had to be a unanimous consent as well, okay? This was on December 24th, 2020. The House had to do a unanimous consent as well. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I feel like yesterday people were calling. Okay, so when the House was in this same situation, it got rejected. Okay, but then they voted and it had to be a 2/3 vote today, and it passed today. The same thing is about to happen with the Senate. First, they do a unanimous consent. If it gets rejected, if it fails, if it dies, it can be brought up for a 2/3 vote. Okay, so that's how that works. So all hope is not lost if it does fail tomorrow, because pretty much there's an opportunity to vote on it again. Um, and the Senate is expected to vote on this tomorrow. Now, this $600 stimulus check, that's locked in. That's good to go. Ain't nothing going wrong with there. So to qualify for the $600 stimulus check, it's going to go off your 2019 tax return. It's going to pretty much go off the same requirements as the first time. And the stimulus check, it goes as this. If you're single, in your AGI, your adjusted, the income on your tax return, okay? I'm not going to even say AGI. The amount that you're taxed on. If the amount that you're taxed on is 75,000, it's single. If you're single, you know your filing status. If your filing status is single, you want to look at the amount you're taxed on. If that's $75,000 or less, you will receive the full amount of that $600 stimulus check. If your filing status is head of household, the income that you're going to be taxed on, and I'm going to call it the AGI because that's what it's known for, okay? So AGI stands for adjusted gross income. It's pretty much the amount of tax you're taxed on, okay? So for head of household, that amount is $112,500 for a head of household. If you're married filing jointly, that amount is $150,000 to get the full amount. So the stimulus check is going to be $600 per adult and $600 per dependent age 17 and younger. So if you claim a dependent that's in college on your 2019 tax return, they're not going to get it as well. But here's the thing. If let's say you claim them in 2019, but you do not plan to claim them in 2020. So when you file the 2020 tax return, let's say you don't plan to claim them in 2020. Well, and let's say they don't file their own tax return or anything like that. Well, they can claim the credit as well. The name of this credit. So if any of you guys watching this, and guys, I'm live on Instagram, I'm live on TikTok. What's up, YouTube? What's popping, Facebook? If the full credit was not claimed, if you're supposed to get that stimulus check, you sitting there like, damn man, I didn't get that stimulus check. Or you had a baby in 2020, you're like, dang, I should have got the whole thing. But you did not get the whole thing. You're going to want to claim the recovery rebate credit when you file your 2020 tax return. Write this down. This is going to be really important. It's called the recovery rebate credit. Okay. So how you claim this credit, if you're using, and guys, if you're not working with a tax professional, the only other software that I recommend that you guys use is TurboTax. Now, TurboTax doesn't pay me for me to say this or anything like that. It's just from personal experience, that's what I recommend. So in this situation, if you're either working with a tax professional or a TurboTax, this question should come up. How much was your stimulus payment? And you can tell them your stimulus payment. Don't get scared, right? So when this question comes up, it's not like, oh my God, I'm about to pay taxes on the stimulus check. Oh no, what am I? No, the purpose of the question of how much your stimulus check is to see if you qualify for additional credits. So, for example, if you had a baby in 2020, your stimulus check was probably only $1,200, and your stimulus check should have been $1,700, right? So when you file your 2020 tax return, you're going to get that credit then. Now, remember, the name of the credit is recovery rebate credit. This is also really important, so pay attention to this. If your address changed in 2020, if your address changed in 2020, your stimulus check is supposed to be mailed, you're going to want to file a change of address with the IRS. You can write this down. You guys, if you're in the slide, you better have a pen and paper because I'm giving y'all facts, okay? And this goes with anybody, not just anytime. If you want to update your address with the IRS, you're going to want to file Form 8822. Google that. File that immediately. You do not have to wait to file your tax return to file this form. I will file that form as soon as possible if you had a change of address so you can update that. Another way that you can update your address with the IRS is when you file a tax return. So when you file a tax return, the IRS uses what's called LKA. LKA stands for last known address. So whatever your last known address was, that's where the IRS will send your refunds. That's where the IRS is going to send your statements. That's where the IRS is going to send your stimulus check. So your last known address is either updated by filing a new tax return or by submitting that form 8822. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. So if you guys are just joining, here, someone said I'm doing too much with my hands. I talk with my hands. Imagine this. This is a box. You see this box? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm weird. Okay. So if anyone's just joining, the $2,000 stimulus check was passed today in the House. The next step is that the $2,000 stimulus check is passed in the Senate. The Senate is expected to vote tomorrow. In order for the $2,000 stimulus check to pass in the Senate, there has to be a unanimous consent. A unanimous consent means not one person says no. The Senate voting on the $2,000 stimulus check will not hold up your $600 stimulus check. The $600 stimulus check is locked in. Okay, it is $600 per adult and $600 per dependent age 17 and younger. Treasury is sending out the $600 stimulus check in waves. So it's sending it out in batches because it can't just all do it at one time. So it's being sent out in batches, in waves, okay? So the first wave will be sent out this week. All stimulus checks will arrive by January 15th and so forth. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. Hello, sir. I'm deaf. I read subtitles. What you said recently, that is important. Yeah, I'm glad. So I've gotten that a lot with deaf people. So I always try to put subtitles on my videos. Unfortunately, I don't know how to put them on a live. So I wish I could. I wish I knew sign language or I had someone to sign. That'd be super dope. Super dope, guys. And you can't be late to these lives. I am live at 8 p.m. Central Time every single day. If you miss a live, you can catch the replay on YouTube. So I'm also live on YouTube. You can catch the replay on this, okay? On that, okay? And guys, the reason why I follow this so closely is because I have to keep my clients updated as well. So I am a tax professional. So what I do is I prepare tax returns. I also do tax planning and QuickBooks, okay? So if you guys are needing help in that area, like help with your taxes, help with your bookkeeping, I work with a lot of small business owners and the self-employed. What you're going to want to do, okay, is fill out the form in my website. Fill out the link in my bio. So if you go to my link in the bio, it says hire me. Click that, fill out that application. Make sure when you get to the bottom, you select, yes, I need help now. And I'll be able to get you there. So the $600 is locked in. So the $200, yeah, okay. So yeah, that was a great question. Okay, so let's say this $2,000 stimulus check gets passed. The purpose of this $2,000 stimulus check is to increase the $600. It's to increase it, right? So if you get these $600 stimulus check, and then let's say next week that a $2,000 stimulus check passes, well, you're going to get the difference of that. So you would get $1,400. Okay, so it wouldn't and this is all hearsay, right? So I'm following this just like you guys are following this. It wouldn't be the full $2,000 amount. It would be that the difference. If you also, if the $2,000 also get approved, but the $600 is locked in. Okay, and the Senate voting on the $2,000 is not going to delay your $400 stimulus check. You will still get that. You will still get the $400 stimulus. I mean, the $600 stimulus check. I'm sorry. What about dependents? So yeah. So with dependents, it's in order for them to get that $600 stimulus check, they have to be age 17 and younger. So I'm not the change your deposit. We're hoping the IRS comes out with some type of form, with some type of online portal that you can upload your banking information. But if you did change your address, that is important. You change your address, you're going to want to file Form 8822 to update that. Now, what's up, Mary? So, do you still okay? So, and if you also the question on YouTube is, do you still get it if you owe child support? So, your stimulus check will not be garnished by any government agency. So, if you owe something like child support or back taxes, that is not going to be touched. So, that was a really great question right there. Yeah, that was a really great question right there. So now it's from YouTube. Thanks for that party emoji, guys. You know what? You know things that make me happy when you guys say thank you. I appreciate you. When you guys are like, I waited for you to post all day. I love it. That makes me happy. And I love when you guys send gifts too. That also makes me extremely happy, and it motivates me to keep going. Unemployment. So with unemployment. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. With the unemployment, that's administered by your state. So, like, you're going to want to see if your state is behind or ahead, or on time, behind or lagging with the unemployment. Okay, so let me allow me to make this make sense. Unemployment is administered at the state level. Okay. So you're going to want to check with your state to see if they're on time. If I were you, I would do like a quick Google search to say, hey, areas is like my unemployment is my state. So let's say like for Michigan. Michigan, if you're in Michigan, their unemployment is behind. So they will experience a delay. That's one state that I have heard that the unemployment is behind. I'm not sure about how many days, but you're going to want to check with your state for unemployment. Now, with the stimulus package that was just passed, there's supposed to be an additional $300 on top of what your state is paying. Okay. So remember, unemployment is given out at the state level, right? The federal is just coming in and say, hey, here's an extra $300 on top of this. So if you have to reapply, you're going to want to check with your state. You may not have to reapply, but guys, you better get in line as soon as possible because you now know it's coming. And do me a favor, and everybody watching this, promise me and say, I promise, Duke. I promise me. If you get this additional money from unemployment and you're receiving unemployment, now some of you guys may already be doing this, you really have a piece. But promise me, if you get this additional unemployment, that you will have your taxes withheld. Please, someone say, I promise, Duke, I will have my taxes withheld from my unemployment. We already have so many issues going on. The last thing you want to have is issues with the IRS. I promise. I thank you that I saw a promise. Thank you. I already did it. Awesome. Promise. Yeah, promise me that, guys. That's super important. You don't want no beef. You don't want no problems with the IRS. You don't want no problems with me. That's what the IRS be singing. You don't want no problems. No, seriously, guys, you don't. And we're already going through so much. That's the last thing you want to experience. What's the change of address? So the change of address, you're going to want to file Form 8822 for your change of address. That's really important. So if you got your stimulus check mailed, or because the IRS uses something called an LKA, which is your last known address. So the only way you can update your address is either through a Form. It's not through the post office, guys. To update your address with the IRS, don't think you just go to the post office to do that. You're literally going to have to file Form 8822. You're going to want to do that as soon as possible. Okay. I'm looking at YouTube. I would read the instructions on Form 8822. The instructions on Form 8822 will let you know where to send that. If you get the stimulus check last time, more than likely. So if you've received a stimulus check, if you already received the first stimulus check, you will more than likely receive the second one. If R19 is claiming herself in 2020, yeah. So if you have a dependent that you previously claimed in 2019 and you don't plan to claim them in 2020, then yes, they can file that credit on their 2020 tax. So the dependent can file their own credit. Make sure what's really important that when the dependent files their own tax return, it's gonna ask them a question. Hey, can you be claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return? Make sure they select no, all right, and make sure you're not claiming them. So if they're gonna be asked, can you be claimed as a dependent on someone else's? The answer to that question is no. If you want that credit, will the $2,000 be per child? So I have not read that it's going to be $2,000 per child. Okay, what I've read and what I've known is $2,000 per adult or $4,000 per couple. Okay, so I haven't read that it's going to be $2,000 per child. That'd be dope. What? That'd be dope. That'd be really, really cool. I'm finna go adopt some right now. Thank you. You're welcome. Hi, me and my wife got a divorce, but we received our first stimulus check in a joint account. It's not closed. What can we do? So if your account's been closed, I'm pretty sure the IRS has some portal. Don't quote me on this one. That way you can update your banking information. I would check directly with the IRS. Okay. Is it $300 unemployment just for the pandemic? Yes. Forrest. What's the likelihood of it passing? So what's the likelihood of the $2,000 stimulus check passing? So think about this. It has to be a unanimous consent, okay? Unanimous consent. So if one person says no, it's not going to pass, okay? So this situation has already happened before in the House. Okay? So in the House, okay, so in the House on December 24th, this was Christmas Eve. And guys, by the way, I hope you guys had an amazing holidays, Christmas, Kwanzaa, and whatever else you may celebrate. I hope that was a dope day. Seriously, I hope you got everything you wanted. If you don't, you probably get it next year. All right? Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. So on December 24th, the House voted. The House also had a unanimous consent for the $2,000 stimulus check, and it was denied. Okay, it was rejected. So they had a normal vote today. That normal vote has to be 2/3. It has to be passed by 2/3 in order for it to pass. Okay, so think about this. The House has already been in this unanimous consent situation, and it failed. It got rejected, and then they passed it today. So hopefully the same thing will happen with the Senate. Okay, so the way it's looking, the Senate one person could say no tomorrow, but they could vote on it again. So all hope is not lost if the unanimous consent does not go through. All hope is not lost. And guys, the reason why I follow this very closely is I am a tax professional myself. It's important that I keep my clients updated and things like that. So I prepare tax returns, love going into tax planning, and also QuickBooks, right? So that's what I kind of specialize in. Guys, if you're going to need help with any of that, if you're a business owner, if you're self-employed, if you're going to need help with any of that, you're going to want to use the link in my bio. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube, but it's definitely on TikTok. You're going to want to go to the link in my bio and then click, it says hire me. It's a short application. Please be concise, all right, but not long in paragraphs. When you go to the bottom of the application, make sure you select yes, I need help now. If you select no, you may not hear back from me. All right, and if you're just joining, today the House passed the $2,000 stimulus check. Okay, the next step is to get the $2,000 stimulus check passed by the Senate. The Senate is expected to vote tomorrow. In order for the $2,000 stimulus check to pass in the Senate, it has to be a unanimous consent. A unanimous consent means nobody could say no. The Senate voting on the $2,000 stimulus check will not hold up your $600 stimulus check. The $600 stimulus check is locked in. It is $600 per adult and $600 per dependent age 17 and younger. Treasury is sending out the $600 stimulus check in waves. So it's sending out the stimulus check in batches. So they can't really send it out all at once. Thanks for that fire emoji. All at once to everybody. So it's sending it out in batches. The first wave will be sent out this week. All stimulus checks will arrive by January 15th. Okay? So those are kind of the updates. What are your fees? They depend on your situation. Where do I get the transcripts from? So guys, if you need to find your notice 1444, that's a really good question. So notice 1444 is the letter you got in the mail from the White House with Donald J. Trump's signature at the bottom, stating how much your stimulus check was. If you need to find that notice, you have to go to your irs.gov/accounts. I believe that's, yeah. Go to your account. You're going to want to put your transcript. Now, the purpose of getting your notice 1444, the purpose of getting that notice 1444 is to figure out so you know your total stimulus amount. If you can remember your total stimulus amount without referring to notice 1444, you're good. You have nothing to worry about. But if you can't remember it, I would also advise you to go through your bank account. Maybe your bank statements, look for that Treasury deposit. That doesn't work. The best option is to go to your IRS account, pull those transcripts, and get that amount. Welcome. Unemployment. Yeah, so the unemployment is what. So the evictions. Look at all those emojis. Woo, woo, woo. Very effective. The evictions. Those have been extended through the protection on evictions has been extended through January 31st. When is it coming? So the first waves of the stimulus check are expected to come this week. What if you change your bank? You want to check with the IRS. Any questions on Facebook? I'm also checking Facebook. Is it on Facebook? The link. If you want to find out my link on Facebook, click my TikTok link. So if you look at this live, my TikTok link is linked to that. Click the TikTok link, and then go to my bio. I will start linking it to Facebook though. That was a very great question. What if you owe child support? So if you owe child support, the stimulus will not be garnished just because you owe child support. So you still get that. I believe the first one was, but not this time. What if you had a baby this year? Will you get the money during tax season? Please and thank you. Yeah, so if you had a baby in 2020, and it doesn't matter when, you can have the baby on December 31st, 2020. You will still qualify for the tax credit. So this is the best year to have a baby. So if you had a baby, by the way, congratulations. Congratulations to all my new mommies and dads. Congrats. Oh, yeah. My sister just had her baby today, actually. So I'm an uncle now. Oh, gosh. I am an uncle. Yeah, my sister had her baby today. So she sent me the pictures. It was so cool. It's a cool feeling to be enough. So my sister will also be able to qualify for the recovery rebate credit. Okay, so my sister will claim the recovery rebate credit when she files her 2020 tax return. She's going to be entitled to 600. She's going to be entitled to $600 and the $500, so an additional $1,100 when she files her tax return. Because we're talking about this stimulus check, right? The one that's right now, and the previous one where it was $500 per dependent. Yeah, so this week, and so $600 they'll start going out by Wednesday. Yeah, this week. Yeah, so in the item in the PPPs, that was a great. And let me know, was I able to answer your question, Leslie? Um, the idle in the PPPs, those are coming back around too, guys. It's going to get crazy. I'm about to be having a lot of. I'm about to have so much fun helping out so many people with their idols and their PPPs and their tax returns, guys. If you want to get on board, make sure you go to the link in my bio. Click hire me because it's very important that you get in this early. Click hire me. It may take me a while to get back to you, but make sure when you fill out that application, you select yes, I need help now. But yeah. So we're expecting another round of PPPs and idols. And guys, if you don't know what the PPP is, that's the Paycheck Protection Program. That is straight up and down free money if you use it how it's supposed to be used. And the way you're supposed to use it is either on your employees, yourself, or business rent and utilities. They're also adding other expenses to the list. I'll be like computer software, accounting fees, personal protection equipment, and other sanitation expenses that you had incurred during this COVID. Thanks for the guest, Big Migs. Big Four Big. What up, Big Four Big? Yeah. Do you tax returns even? Yeah. So tax returns in all 50 states. What about student loans? So it looks like student loans are still going to have to be paid back. I didn't read anything about the student loans. My niece is 18, baby in March, but no income. Can she still file taxes? Yeah. If she didn't have no income, she may going to have to use something called the non-filer program. But I would still try to prepare a tax return just in case. Is the unemployment been extended? Yes, the unemployment has been extended for 11 weeks. Is the address change only pretend if you receive the physical check? Or you should always, it doesn't matter if you're receiving a stimulus check or not. If you moved address, you're going to want to update that with the IRS, like no matter what. So there's two ways you can update it: by doing that change of address form I just mentioned, or when you file your 2020 tax return. So regardless of there's sending a paper check or not, you're going to want to keep your address updated with the IRS, because who knows what they could be sending. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have sent you a Christmas gift and not a tax notice. Probably like a little money or something. I'm just kidding. They'll probably never do that. But yeah, that's really important to make sure your address is updated. We're going to be responsible going into 2021. We're going to be on our stuff going into 2021. Thank you for the gift, Jose. We're going to be on our stuff. So yeah. What did you say about a newborn? So if you had a baby in 2020, so today my sister had her baby. Yay, congratulations. My younger sister had her baby. So that means I am an uncle now. So since my sister had her baby today, she's going to qualify for the recovery rebate credit. So if you're like my sister and you had a baby in 2020, you qualify for the first stimulus check. If you've received the first stimulus check, guess what? You also qualify for additional credits. Thanks for the gift, Dope Hair and Jose. You also I like this gift. You also qualify for additional credits, and you're going to claim these additional credits by claiming the recovery rebate credit when you file your 2020 tax return. Okay, so This is how you claim to recover rebate credit. You're going to want to know your original stimulus amount. So if you receive a stimulus in 2020, or even if you didn't, your stimulus was zero, you're going to want to know your stimulus amount, whether it was zero, whether it was 5,000. You're going to want to know your stimulus amount. And you're going to want to put that in your tax return. Don't worry about finding the form. I'm pretty sure any software that you use, I recommend TurboTax. If you're going to file your taxes by yourself, I recommend TurboTax. If they ask who sent you, say Duke sent you. I don't get paid. I'm just saying I recommend TurboTax or a tax professional. If you need help on the tax professional, hey, what's up? I can find you one. But there will be a question. There should be a question. There should be a question asking how much was your stimulus amount. Don't freak out. Oh my God, they want us to pay taxes. Absolutely not. You will not have to pay taxes on your stimulus check, and you do not have to even report it as income. The reason why the question is being asked is to see if you qualify for additional credits. For example, my sister, since she had a baby in 2020, her first stimulus check should have been $1,700, so $1,200 plus the additional $500. But since the stimulus check went off the 2019 tax return, she didn't have her dependent on that 2019 tax return, right? So the pandemic happened in 2020, right? We can all agree, right? Who can agree that coronavirus happened in 2020, right? We can all agree that, right? But the IRS didn't have no numbers to go off because they didn't know your income because you haven't filed your 2020 tax return. So they're like, okay, we'll go off their 2019 tax return. If your 2019 tax return was not filed, they went off the 2018 tax return. So now that we're in 2020, we have a better understanding of our situation. Hey, we have babies. You can qualify for additional credits. Guys, if this is making sense, give me some type of emoji. Say, hey, this is making sense. I'm following. Just give me certain. Just let me know if it makes sense. Mixed families. So if you're married to someone who does not have a social security number and you do, you'll still get that stimulus check. Thanks for the emoji. Thanks for the gift. Makes sense? Okay. I want to make sure I'm making sense. That's what's really important to me. That I want just really important. Makes sense? Explain more. Makes sense. Makes sense. Thanks. I'm following. If you're independent, you get the stimulus 1800. You get the stimulus 1800. If you're an independent, you get the stimulus 1800, and you get the stimulus if you're 18 and younger, but you're a dependent, you don't. Yeah, so if you're claimed as a dependent, you won't get it. Yeah. Okay, so if you guys are just joining, if you guys are, if you're just joining, today the House passed the $2,000 stimulus check. What? Right? Not so fast. The next step is to get the $2,000 stimulus check passed by the Senate. The Senate is expected to vote tomorrow. In order for the $2,000 stimulus check to pass in the Senate, there has to be a unanimous consent. A unanimous consent means not one person can say no. The Senate voting on the $2,000 stimulus check will not hold up your $600 stimulus check. The $600 stimulus check is locked in. All right. So I want everybody, if you're watching this, just hug your $600 stimulus check. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. I got you. All right. So the $600 stimulus check is locked in. It is $600 per adult and $600 per dependent age 17 and younger. Treasury is sending out this $600 stimulus check in waves. The first wave will be sent out this week. All stimulus checks will arrive by January 15th. If the $2,000 stimulus check passes, we have to wait for their to see when that comes out. Is it 2,000 or 6? I hope that just answered your question, Brianna. What's the minimum miles I can deduct or write off? There's no minimum and there's no maximum. Thank you so much for your information. You're welcome. You keep glitching. Oh no. Am I glitching, guys? Let me know if I'm glitching. Yes, you do, Clan. Yeah, at least you're getting something. So why does it have to be unanimous consent? So every first vote is unanimous consent. So thanks for those gifts. Thanks, Mariana. So even the House, okay. So the House also had to do a unanimous consent. The House's unanimous consent was on December 24th. And it was rejected. So they said, you know what? How about we do a 2/3 vote? Okay, let's just do a 2/3 vote. The 2/3 vote was today, and that was successful. Okay, so then it goes to the Senate. The Senate first is a unanimous consent. Thanks for the gift, Sussy. The Senate also does a unanimous consent. If that fails, hopefully we see another 2/3 vote. If the $2,000 stimulus check is passed, right? So after the Senate passes it, let's say the Senate passes it, it then goes to Donald Trump to be signed. If Donald Trump signs, all right. If Donald Trump signs a $2,000 stimulus check, and you already receive a $600 stimulus check, you will receive another stimulus check of the difference. Right, so it's not another $2,000 on top of that. It would be $1,400, so $1,400. The $300. Okay, so if you're waiting on your unemployment benefits, the $300, you're going to want to see if your state is on time. So a state like Michigan, they are behind. That's the one state I know is behind. So unemployment is administered at the state level. So the federal government is just giving you an additional $300 on top of what you are already receiving from the state. So if you're receiving $0 from the state and you qualify for unemployment, well, you will receive $300. If you're receiving $100 from the state and the federal government give you an extra $300, well, guess what? You're going to receive now $400. And guys, and the reason why I'm following this closely is because I am a tax professional myself. Okay? So I prepare tax returns, help with tax planning and bookkeeping and QuickBooks. If you guys need any help with that, and it's really important that we get this taken care of. I work with small business owners and the self-employed. You're going to want to use the link in my bio. So I know it's on Twitter, I have to put it on Facebook, but use the link in my bio. Click it. It says hire me. It's going to be a short application that you can fill out. Fill it out in detail. Be concise, but don't make it long. And when you get to the bottom, you want to select, yes, I need help now. If you select no, you may not hear back from me. So it's really important we can take care of that. How much for kids? So it's $600 for kids 17 and younger. No, it's there in there. Okay, God, so I'm not glitching. Wish you were in Houston. It doesn't matter where I'm from. I'm in Dallas. I can help anyway. Okay, I was able to answer your question, Rihanna. Where can we get the PPP? I'm following that really closely as well. So so this time the PPP is called PPP second draw. So this is the second time the PPP has come around. The first time it was called PPP initial draw. This time, the second one they call it PPP second draw. Don't ask me why they're doing this. Who knows why that name? I don't know why that name. I don't know. But it's just called the PPP second draw. When all that happens, you typically gonna have so it's probably gonna be just like the first time. You're gonna have to apply through your bank. Now there are little secret things you can do to try to get in line further, but those are the type of information I only share with my clients. I drop a lot of information for you guys, but it wouldn't be fair if I just gave you everything I knew and all the information I know because I have paying clients, right? And I feel like certain information is reserved for paying clients. So there are certain things that you can do and certain information I just don't share publicly, but definitely with paying clients, I do share. If you guys are ever interested in becoming a paying client, you're going to want to use the link in my bio. It says hire me. It's a short application. Make sure you fill it out the best you can. College students. So college students, it depends if you're going to be able to be claimed as a dependent or not, if you're going to get that stimulus check. Yeah, so, and if you change banks, you want to go check with the IRS to see if they have the portal where you can update your banking information. I live in Dallas too. What up, DJ? So this week, the first wave. So the stimulus check is supposed to go out in waves. It's going to go out in waves. So just like, like how you were in groups, thank you for that heart. Appreciate that. Like you're in groups. It's going to go out in groups. So it's not going to all go out at once. That's what we're expecting. Guys, if I missed your question, just even on Facebook and on YouTube, just ask it again. I know Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, I can keep up with the comments, but TikTok is just we have 1,400 people watching us on TikTok right now. Pay back, yeah. When do we get the $300? Soon. Do you offer help with past tax? Yes, Lex is definitely. I got people on my team that specialize in that. So absolutely. So yeah, and so sending me a direct message, it probably won't get my attention. But if you were to go to my website, so even if you don't have access to the link, it's duketax.online. If you go to that website and you hit contact and you fill out that short application, I typically read all those, but direct messages are really hard to read all of them. Or is it adults only if $1,400 pass? No, it's $600. Yeah, so it'd be $1,400 for the adults, not $600 as pass. I got my first stimulus check literally just by filing as non-filer when filing. Yeah, so you can file as non-filer as well. $300 pending start when? I'm not sure. Thank you for that, Austin's mom. What if we didn't get the first one? So if you guys did not get your first stimulus check, you're going to want to claim the. Thank you for that, Nuke P Lit. Thank you for that fire. You guys are killing me with the gifts and the fire emojis, and I just feel so much love from you guys, and it just makes me extremely happy. Definitely motivates me to always continue to make content for you guys, no matter what. So if you did not receive your first stimulus check, you're going to want to claim the recovery rebate credit when you file your 2020 tax return. And this is even if you didn't receive your first stimulus check in full. So if you didn't receive your first stimulus check, you can qualify for additional credits if you had a baby. If your income levels drop from 2019 to 2020, you can qualify for additional credits. So that's what's going to be important. Are you a CPA? I am not a CPA. Student loans, haven't heard anything on student loans. So there's not going to be a government shutdown because the government, now it was a threat that it was going to be, but more than likely not. Austin's mom, you're killing with the gifts, about to hit 200. Awesome. I really appreciate that. No, there's not going to be a government shutdown because the government spending bill was signed. Look at Nuke with the gifts competing up there. I see you guys the gifts killing it. Thank you for the gifts, Maduran87. M. Duran, 87. If you didn't file your 2019 tax return, and it's going off the same process as the last stimulus check, it's going to go off your 2018 tax return. Look at Austin mom. She done came back with the gifts. What up, Guerra? Yeah. What is the credit card if you're going to want to claim, you had a baby in 2020, you're going to want to claim the recovery rebate credit. Do I have to apply for $300 if I? So you're going to want to check with your state. So what time we found out? As soon as so I'm gonna post a TikTok around like 7:30, 7-ish Central Time, and I will let you know if it updates or not. What happened if I exhausted my PUA benefits in December 25th? What do I have to do? You want to check with your state. So the unemployment is administered from your state. So I would now, guys, remember the first time the unemployment came out. Okay. Look at Austin mom's killing it again. Remember the first time the unemployment came out, the lines are backed up. Okay. And also, this is really important. Promise me that if you receive these unemployment, I want you to say, I promise, dude. I promise. If you receive this additional unemployment benefits, please promise me that you're going to have taxes withheld. I need you guys to make that promise. And if you're already doing it, thank you. Just say, I promise, dude. I promise to have my. That'll make me happy. Because the last thing you want is issues with the IRS or owing. Look at that. I promise. I promise. I did. Awesome. Good. Good. Nicole, you promise? Okay, Nicole promises. Okay. What about YouTube? Do you guys promise? Okay, baby, 2421 promises as well. So what is the dependent amount for the $2,000 stimulus check? It has not been mentioned. It only mentioned adults. So not 100% sure on them. So if you owe child support or your baby daddy or your baby mama or your baby whatever owes child support, they will still get their stimulus check. It's not going to be garnished. It should not be garnished. There will be a special when this stimulus check hits your bank account, it should be coded with some special encryption that tells your financial institution, hey, don't touch the stimulus check. Okay. My news in North Carolina said they're getting a check depends on your employment status. Is that correct or false? I didn't read anything that has to do with your unemployment status. Yeah, guys. And if you also want to show support, please subscribe to the YouTube. YouTube allows me to drop longer videos there, and I'm also trying to grow that. I think last time I checked, I was at like 200 subscribers. So guys, and thank you everyone on YouTube watching. I really appreciate that. Make sure you give this like a thumbs up. I see 13 people watching, but only 2 people have liked this live. So if you're watching this live, just please give it a thumbs up and share it if you can. I have 343 subscribers. Oh my god, guys! I have 343 subscribers on YouTube. That is so cool. Thank you guys, and thank you. Oh, look at that! The like just went to 4. So cool. People with an ID. So you have a social security. Is there going to be a retro pay for the? I haven't heard. I just started my business. I have an LLC. Do I qualify? So yeah, for the PPP, yay! Someone just subscribed to my YouTube. For the PPP, you do not have to have an LLC to qualify. So you don't have to have an LLC. Child support. So it will not be taken with child support. Can I claim the recovery rebate for it? Absolutely, Claudia, and congrats. So Claudia had a baby on September 22nd, 2020. So congratulations, Claudia, on having a baby. She just had her son. Congratulations. Yes, you can claim your son. You'll be able to claim the recovery rebate on your son for 2020. Absolutely. So guys, for you just joining, my aunt did her trip because her husband didn't have a social. Yeah, so if you are married to somebody, or filed a joint tax return with someone who does not have a social security number, the first time your stimulus check got taken, this time that won't happen. Okay, so this time that won't happen. Anybody who has a social security number, they will get it. Got it. You guys, if you're on YouTube, hi, welcome to the live. My name is Duke. You're watching this, make sure you give it a like. I really appreciate that. And thank you guys for helping me grow my YouTube channel. It really means a lot. I'm really trying to grow this platform. So thank you guys for joining. So here's the update. House passed the $2,000 stimulus check. Okay. So the next step is to get the $2,000 stimulus check passed in the Senate. The Senate is expected to vote tomorrow. In order for the $2,000 stimulus check to pass in the Senate, there has to be a unanimous consent. A unanimous consent means not one person can say no. The Senate voting on the $2,000 stimulus check will not hold up your $600 stimulus check. The $600 stimulus check is locked in. Thank you for the gifts, Mo and Minister and whoever. I'm sorry, I just missed. I can't shout you off. The $600 stimulus check is locked in. So make sure you just grab it. Just do this with me, guys. I know you probably can't because you're on your phone, but when you get off your phone, just grab your stimulus check. It's locked in, okay? It's locked in, okay? Just hold it, okay? The $600 stimulus check is locked in. It is $600 per adult and $600 per dependent age 17 and younger. Treasury is sending out the $600 stimulus check in waves. The first wave is expected to be sent out this week. All stimulus checks will arrive by January 15th. Okay? Yeah. Inmates qualify. So at first, for the first stimulus check, they're like, no, inmates. But yeah, now they do, which is dope. Thank you for the gifts, Thank you for the gifts, I'm aware. Thank you for the gifts, Zombie Addict. Recovery rebates for all income amounts. So recovery rebate is if you qualify. So for the stimulus check amounts, if your AGI, your AGI stands for adjusted gross income. Okay, so it's your adjusted gross income. This is typically amount that you're taxed on. If your AGI is $75,000, thanks for the gift, Steph. And I'm sorry, I just missed you. If your AGI is $75,000 or less, if you're single, and your AGI is $75,000 or less, you qualify for the stimulus check. You should have gotten the first one, and you should have gotten the second one, or you're going to get the second one. So the first one was $1,200. So if you meet those requirements and you did not receive your first stimulus check, you're going to want to reclaim the recovery rebate credit. If you generally file head of household and your income, your AGI, your adjusted gross income, the amount you're taxed on was $112,500 or lower, you also qualify for both stimulus checks, the full amount. If you're married filing jointly, your AGI, the amount that you're taxed on your tax return is $150,000 or less, you qualify for both stimulus checks. You should have received the first one. You're going to receive the second one. If you did not receive any, or you did not receive the full amount you're entitled to, or you had a baby in 2020, or your income drastically dropped. Let's say you didn't qualify for the stimulus check and it drastically dropped. You might qualify for additional credits. You're going to claim these additional credits by claiming the recovery rebate credit on your tax return. Guys, the reason why I'm following this so close is because I am a tax professional myself. I work with this self-employed and small business owners, tax preparation, tax planning, QuickBooks, and bookkeeping. If you need help with any of them, you're going to want to go to the link in my bio. And it's hire me. If you don't have access to that link right now, go to duketax.online/contact. So go to my website, click contact, fill out that short form. When you get to the bottom, make sure you select yes, I need help now. Guys, it is 9 o'clock. This live was super dope. I am live every single day at 8 p.m. Central Time to answer you guys' questions. I'm going to post another video to see, what the update on the stimulus are. If this live was valuable, as I ended, just make sure you give it a like if you're on YouTube. I see 36 people watching, but 125 people likes. Give me a like, scale 1 to 10. How valuable is the information that I am sharing with you guys? Just let me know how valuable it is. Also, if you're on TikTok and you're watching, thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the gifts, Kim. If you're on the TikTok and you're watching, let me know how this live was by going to my YouTube and just commenting, hey, I just came back from your TikTok live. Jump to 10 out of 10. I came from TikTok. Thank you. Yeah. If you're on TikTok, please jump over to YouTube. Just let me know. Leave a comment on there, a review how good this live was, and I would really appreciate it. 10 out of 10, Recovery Biggie. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you for the emojis. Thank you for the 10. Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Jump to YouTube, and please leave your review there. I am going to read them. I already have a lot coming in. So if you're on TikTok, just go ahead and help out. Go to YouTube, check it out. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Facebook. All right, so we got so much good info. I came from TikTok. Thank you, Pop. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Malini. Thank you, Paige. Life with Jazz. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you, Antonesia Morgan. Thank you, Katerina Kruger. Thank you, Darrell Tucker. Thank you, Lifestyle. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Corin. Thank you, Deshauna. Thank you, Aviana. Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Sean. Thank Brian Nisha. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Humberto. Thanks, Crystal. Thanks, Susanna. Thanks, Olivia. Thanks, Grace. Thanks, John. Thank you, Pipes Lane. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Deshauna. Thank you, Courtney. Okay, guys, we're hopping off. So make sure you give this a like. Came with TikTok. Thank you guys so much. So I'm so glad that you guys found value information in that. Just subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I will continue to keep you guys updated on the stimulus. Typically, I post around like 7-ish just because I work and things like that. So typically, I post around 7-ish. I do read like everything before I post on TikTok because I want to make sure I'm giving you guys really good facts. And so forth. So I look forward to you guys. And I really appreciate all you guys who really came up from TikTok just to show your appreciation. I'm really trying to grow this YouTube. So thanks. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, make sure you give this live a like. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you so much.